Good evening, otherworldlies. This is Juliana Angel, your Dark Mass Diva. How's everyone doing this evening? Alright, now, tonight I'm going to talk about something that everybody hates. Yes, it is called procrastination. It gets in everybody's way, and some people use it to as time management. And I know everyone's going, what? Time management? Yes. Some people get easily distracted and they use it as time management to hurry themselves up to get things done at the very last minute. But let me tell you about people who procrastinate. Ready? Everybody hates you. You're like, oh, I can't believe she just said everybody hates you. Everybody does hate you. I'm going to tell you why. Okay? People think that you're not making them a priority. People think that whatever is going on, that you're procrastinating because you don't care about what's going on in your life. They think you're unmotivated. They think that whatever you're doing, you're procrastinating because you're trying to make a statement that you don't care about being a team player. You don't care about them. You're trying to be stubborn. You're trying to just show them that you're not listening and all kinds of things. Okay, and I'm going to explain why. And I'm going to say a few things about procrastinating, all right? Procrastinating is actually something that's actually really evil. And people don't actually realize this, okay? Have you ever heard of the proverb, he who hesitates is lost? And more is lost with indecision than wrong decision. Alright, those things are very wise sayings, okay? Now, sometimes we make the wrong decision, but have you ever just been caught in just worrying about making the wrong decision that you make no decision at all, so you completely lose everything? Alright, people who procrastinate and don't want to say anything at all, they end up saying nothing, or they say something and it's too late. And now the moment is past, and now everybody is angry because you said something too late. And now you finally said something and it's too late, and now everybody's mad at you. You should have said something hours ago. And now whatever you say, it's not going to matter because you should have said the thing a long time ago. Okay, so the thing about procrastinating is people often procrastinate because it reflects low self-esteem. It reflects that you're afraid to make a decision. It reflects that, why are you afraid to make a decision? Are you afraid that something's going to come down on you? You're afraid someone's going to give you a hard time? You're just afraid of the consequence. You're afraid, of being told no. You're afraid of whatever. I'm going to let you know, if you're a guy and you procrastinate, you're going to lose out on everything in life. If you're a guy and you procrastinate, you're going to lose the girl, okay? You're going to, the woman that you're with is going to leave you for another man. And I know that sounds like super, super, super harsh, and I'm being really, 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 really mean. But the reason I'm telling you this is because she is going to end up thinking that you do not care. Guys who procrastinate, what happens is the woman in your life ends up feeling like you're not taking the initiative in the relationship. Women don't like this because the men are actually supposed to do the chasing in the relationship. Okay, because that's the masculine role that you're supposed to take. Okay, because it's not a woman's job. You're making her feel unfeminine. Okay, so she should not have to do the planning for the date. Women are just supposed to throw little hints out there. They're supposed to smile and flirt and just do little feminine things. But really, you're supposed to be the aggressor. You're supposed to be assertive. Maybe I shouldn't use the word aggressor because that sounds kind of mean, but you're supposed to be assertive here. You're supposed to be the action taker, and you're supposed to be the planner. You're supposed to lay the security down, because when you're not doing that, a lady cannot be feminine. She cannot feel feminine at all. You're supposed to do all those things to make her feel secure. And so if you're not doing those things, not planning and things like that, she thinks you do not care. So she's feeling, you're going to make her feel insecure. And she's going to feel unfeminine, and she's going to feel like you don't care, and she's going to be sad and depressed and cry, and she's going to, she may love you, but she's going to have to abandon you in search of a man she feels does care. Maybe you do care about her, but she's going to have to go find somebody else. You know what I mean? Say, like, you had a woman who was cold and never hugged you and never said I love you, or was just never sweet to you. Well, wouldn't you go, like, want to go find a woman who hugged you and was sweet to you and said I love you and stuff like that? Well, I mean, because she wasn't showing you any femininity or any sweetness or softness. Well, that's kind of how we feel when you fail to make plans, fail to let us know what's going on, fail to take initiative and stuff like that. I mean, you're kind of keeping us in the dark. You're kind of making us say what's going on. And so now we're being aggressive. We're forcing you to tell us. We're stepping out of our role and getting angry and stuff like that. Okay, that doesn't make us feel feminine at all, and that's making us mad and stuff like that. Okay, women shouldn't have to do that at all. Women shouldn't have to take the aggressive role and wear the pants in the relationship. We shouldn't have to do this at all. We shouldn't have to go, what's going on? We should never have to worry. You should always have a plan. There should always, you should be taking initiative. We should never have to chase you down, ask you what's going on. We should never have to worry about these things. Men should have a plan and be organized and that sort of thing. You should always have something going on here. So we shouldn't have to worry. I mean, women run things within the home. We have the kids organized. We have everything going on. But men, if there's a date or something like that going on, or that sort of thing, you should always have that planned out. We shouldn't have to constantly be reminding you of things and that sort of thing. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you something like super, 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 super disturbing, okay? Guys, and this is something you don't want to hear, but it's just the absolute truth. When your lady's dressed up and she's looking really nice and you pick her up for a date, or she's made a thing going on with her appearance and she looks really nice, you need to give her a compliment right away. And right away. And it's not because she's seeking validation or she's insecure or anything like that, okay? Because I already know that I'm super pretty and I get up and I look in the mirror and say, hello, beautiful, and all this kind of stuff. But I'm going to let you know right now, every time she leaves the house, she's got men all over her. It does not matter if she's wearing a ring or anything like that. She's got men all over her. She's got men sliding into her DMs. It does not matter if it says on social media that she's taken. Men are sliding into her DMs. Men who already know she's taken. They don't care, bro. They do not care at all. Telling her how fine she is, and if she's ever tired of you, to hit him up, and even if you're still around, to still hit him up. I'm just keeping it real, okay? Her exes still trying to stay in her life. Dudes in the neighborhood, okay? Dudes in the store, dudes wherever she goes, dudes she doesn't know. Whatever dudes, okay, like whether she's wearing makeup or not, even if your girl is ugly, she still has guys trying to hit her up because she has a vagina, okay? It doesn't matter. I mean, you know that you sleep with ugly girls, okay? So even if your girl isn't cute, she still has guys trying to, go to bed with her, okay? So if your girl is fine, you really need to make sure as soon as you see your girl, especially if she looks really, really nice, you need to compliment her. You need to compliment your lady every single day. And not, you're such a good woman, you're so nice. Not those kind of compliments, okay? It's like, honey, you're so pretty. What would I do without you? That kind of stuff. Like, I'm so lucky to be with you. You're so gorgeous, okay? Like, you're beautiful compliments. Stuff like that. Because every single day she has guys hitting on her. Every single day. And even if you think she doesn't, she's not going to tell you about it. Okay? And even ugly girls get this kind of attention. But you know, if she's gorgeous, it's going on constantly. So if you're refusing to do it and she has to nudge you and go, hey, I made an effort, why aren't you saying anything? If she has to come out and tell you this, you know 10 guys already complimented her that day and you said nothing. Okay, and you're not showing her off, and she's wondering what the effing F is wrong with you, why you don't appreciate it. And you may have just been in awe of her beauty, you may have been sneaking looks at her, you may have whatever's going on, and at the end of the night you say, I like your pants. That's not good enough. And it's not because she's seeking validation, it's not because women need constant attention. No, it's because other guys tell her how hot she is all day. You need to do it. And we know that you're giving hearts to other women all day long on social media, and you're saying nice things to other girls all day long. Okay? We know you're doing it even though you say you're not. So we can scroll up and down social media and see that you've put hearts on your friends' pictures. Okay? We know. We know. So you need to say something. Okay? As soon as you see her. As soon as you see her. Because we know that when you were single, you were doing it all the time to other girls. So you have absolutely no excuse. You think just because you have her, you don't have to say anything. You do. You really have to say anything. And especially right now, between the months of September and February. This is called cuffing season. Guys are just coming out of the woodwork. Guys that she's known since kindergarten are trying to hit her up right now. Guys she didn't even know liked her are saying, hey, are you still with so-and-so? Are you still with that one dude? Do you need a side dude? You think it's not happening? Okay? And we know you're still in touch with your exes. Even we know you're still in touch with girls that you used to like. We know what's going on, okay? So don't even go there like you're not. Okay? So, well, no matter what you say. So you need to make with the compliments as soon as you see her. Pick her up for a date and say, you look amazing. You look gorgeous. You're so pretty. Compliment her straight the F away, okay? Because other guys are doing it. She's been getting compliments from her exes, random guys, and stared at all day from guys like, and you're just like, you just look away like she's nothing when you see her. Okay, that is absolutely not acceptable. You need to act like you care. You need to act like she's fine. Okay? Stop taking her for granted, because that's exactly what you're doing, and there is absolutely no excuse for it. And guys, boyfriends, fiancés, husbands, guys who don't pay compliments, you guys are completely lame. There's absolutely no excuse for this. No. Okay, guys at work who deserve a raise and won't ask for a raise. You need to do that. Don't you care about your wife and your family? Don't you deserve a raise? Okay, stop being a wussy. Ask for a raise. You need to just bite the bullet and do it, bro. You just need to do it, okay? Stop procrastinating. All right? Your self-esteem is going to get higher every time you do it. Your testosterone is going to get stronger every time you do it. Every time you ask for a raise, every time you corner someone and go, look, I really need to know what's going on. You need to tell me. You need to just stop being afraid of people. And I don't know if you got bullied when you were a kid, if you just, if you're just eating too much fast food, you just got too many food additives in your food or whatever, you're just not a healthy person or whatever, but you will start to feel better about yourself once you start to be assertive. And I know it's hard. It's hard for me to be assertive. And you're like, it is? You're so aggressive. I had to be this way. And it's like really sad because I'm a girl. But if I can be this way, like you can, you know, it's like so unfair I have to be. Why can't you? You're a dude. Like, you need to go there. Like, you need to compete with other people to get what you need. This isn't just what you want, this is what you need. And if you don't do it, you're showing the people around you that you don't care. You know? And when you wait for the very last minute to do something, you know what it shows everybody? That you don't care, and they know it. And whether you think so or not, that's what you're showing everybody. And procrastination is like something else. You only F yourself. Okay? It's really bad. So, stop waiting to the last minute. Communicate with people. Let them know what's going on. Okay? Because it's like you're just waiting for somebody else to do it because you don't have the guts to do it yourself. Stop being weak. You're making everybody hate you. And I know I'm using the word hate, but you're making everybody resent you. You're making everybody think you don't care. And you really don't. You don't care enough. Because the only thing you're doing is making excuses. That's what you're putting your effort into. So, it just takes just a little bit more guts to do it. Face your fear. Life is all about facing fears. That's all you have to do, is just face them a little bit at a time, and I swear to God it gets easier. It really does. And life is full of like scary stuff. I mean, seriously, like, life is nothing but, life is all about facing fears. And life is all about scary stuff. And the more scary stuff you face, the better it gets. I know you don't believe me, but really it does. You have to just, like, the more scary stuff you face, like, the more you get what you want. And the more things you refuse to face, the worse your life gets. Oh, believe me. The worse it gets. The more passive you are, the more life just kicks you in the face. Because they know life knows you're a wuss, and everybody can just sell that you're not going to assert yourself. So they totally, like, everybody bullies you because they know you're always passed over for everything. And you're like that guy who always gets friend zoned. I'm serious. If you're not assertive, you're a friend zone guy. You get friend zoned, and you get left with the girl you don't really want. And if you get a really good girl, she ends up not wanting you anyway because you're not assertive. You'll lose a good one just because you won't assert yourself. She'll think you don't care, and she'll just be like, he doesn't care. I need somebody who makes me feel feminine, who lets me feel like a woman. And this guy just kind of, he's too weak, and I don't feel protected. And that is a really awful way to have to feel. Like, he's not going to man up for you. And women who procrastinate, you're bad too. This isn't just a bad trait to have as a guy. Don't be a procrastinating woman, because you're not going to get anywhere in life either. Do you want to be a mom who procrastinates? Do you know how bad that feels to your kids? They feel like they're your last priority. They're like, don't get me started. Do not even get me started. Or your kids don't feel like they're important. They have procrastinating mom. And it may just be you're bad at time management. But your kids take that personally. And even when they're older, they're like, Mom's bad at time management. But it's just really dang embarrassing. So, get it together. Get it together. And you don't want to be known as that person who's late everywhere, because they just think you're a dingbat. When I don't like to procrastinate. One thing, it's really good. Here's the thing about time management. If this helps anybody, don't overschedule. Okay? Just pick one or two things you need to do, and don't talk to other people while you're doing it. Just do like the one or two things, and don't do other things while you're doing it. Just keep your narrow focus and just go do the thing. And don't allow other people to distract you while you're doing it. Just be like, here's a priority. I'm going to be here in this certain place on time, and I'm not going to let other people bug me, and I'm just going to get to this place on time, because people are going to know you as that punctual person, and they're going to know that you're not flaky or dingy, and they're going to learn not to play with you. And they're going to know they need to tell you when they're going to be there. They know they need to be there on time. And they're going to go like, oh, so-and-so is like always on time. And they know, when they're supposed to meet you somewhere, not to keep texting you and stuff like that you're not going to answer, and not to call you, you're not going to answer. You're going to be to that place on time. And you're not going to answer and let them distract you. So be that person that people need to treat right. So that make sure you're that person, and make sure you're the kind of person where you're like, tell me you're going to be at this place, and I'll meet you there, and I will be there. Don't let people play with you. Okay? So, and keep your word. When you make plans with people, don't switch the plans up. All right, because this is me personally. I don't like people that do that, and I don't like play around with people that switch plans. I don't like that. So that's not cool. Let's see what else. Yeah, do not be a procrastinator. You are going to lose in life if you do that. I think that's it. All right, otherworldies, I love you all. I hope that taught you a lot of game. And I'm sorry I had to say some really unpleasant things, but that is the truth. People end up hating you. They think you don't care about them, and you lose. But that is what people think about you, okay? They think some really bad things about you. And you just end up losing. So, I love you all. And you all have a wonderful evening. Good night.